Name
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
And then he couldn't fire his glutes later.
Matt Hayes.
I'm not running over the Barnett Tower and heaving myself off it.
And Leon Searcy.
Now, you come across that middle, you better have some meat on your bone.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Is the United States ready to put the gold medal around their neck in the game of hockey, the sport of hockey? We will find out. Thrilling win yesterday. They've got more Olympic medals to chase today. We'll have our eye on that a little bit.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Is the United States ready for what's happening in the Middle East? I thought you were doing something like that.
No. I would never go down that road. I'm just thinking simply from the sports spectrum.
Got it.
Okay. But look, we need to win a few more winter gold medals if we can. Definitely some good stuff over there, and the hockey will now take center stage. Women's hockey, they've been dominating. Men's with a thriller. I was listening to the Frangie show yesterday as they were giving us play-by-play down the stretch against Sweden, and ultimately they got it done. And I don't know if you know this, okay?
Is Frank doing...
No, of course
Sweden!
Well, he said something to the effect of, how good is that? Whenever they got in there with one of the goals. But, Big Sirs, do you know this? This is men's Olympic hockey. It's 3-on-3 if you go to OT.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, me.
I did not know that either.
I probably knew
Now,
it,
Leon,
forgot it.
what do you think it normally is?
It's 4-on-4, right?
No.
Is it forced?
It's just
Regular hockey is
just straight up
5-on-5.
Yeah, just
Oh, it's
regular.
5-on-5. Okay, I learned something today.
That doesn't even know.
I thought in
man.
regular season it was 4-on-4.
Yeah. No.
And then in playoffs it went back to 5.
No,
No?
it's just it's so funny when you watch the Olympics. You're reminded of a few things like, "Whoa, dang, I forgot that." I probably remembered it, forgot it, forgot it. You know, that kind of deal. Every 4 years, let's say.
Know what happened, JJ? I forgot the goalie.
Yeah.
Because I've watched it before, 4-on-4, but I forgot the goalie.
I didn't forget the goal.
I forgot the goalie. That's why I forgot the goalie.
All right.
They
so
actually
anyway.
took the goalie out, Sweden, at the end of the game to get a man advantage to score to tie it against the USA. That's why I went to overtime.
Okay, so give it to me. Do they drop the puck at 1:10 today? Does that sound right?
No, they play Friday.
Eastern? Oh, okay.
They play Friday for the
What-
semifinal game at 3 o'clock.
Okay, what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have to look. But obviously, they had a thrilling game yesterday, and then it does set up to where they can have another gold medal around their neck, which would be great.
They still have to win to get into the gold medal match.
Right.
Though. Like the gold medal match would probably be Canada. We're assuming they're going to win the semifinal, even though they also went to overtime yesterday, which would have been a shock if either one of those teams lost.
Yeah.
But the gold medal match, if Taylor Dahl is correct, she informed me yesterday, is Sunday at 8 a.m.
Oh.
So it might be Friday at 1. I'm not sure this time tomorrow, but the gold medal match, you guys got to wake up early for it. Imagine if you're like a West Coast hockey fan. It's got to suck. 5 a.m.
5
wake up.
a.m.
Wow.
And that'd be kind of like what you're used to with your Jags London. You got Bloody Marys with
it's not terrible for us.
with a 9:30 kick when they're over there. But yeah, 8 a.m. Get right up
Because
and get it going.
Canada, this is their everything.
Mhm.
You know, so like imagine you're in Vancouver and
that's
it's
true.
5 a.m. and
In the
this is
Western
your whole
Rockies.
thing. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to be doing, though, fellas, Sunday at 8 a.m.?
Sleep.
Getting ready for a shrimp dinner. I am back in the shrimp dinner booth
Oh, right.
at the festival. I was in the shrimp dinner booth, as you guys well know, for quite a long time. Master mealer, okay? I had made it all the way up the ranks before I retired. And got the kids through CPS and St. Joe's, and I stepped aside. Well, now the son-in-law and the Hessen clan are back in there because we got the little babes, Em and Lim, that are both at CPS. And so I'm back in the shrimp booth.
That early.
Yeah, so
That
8 a.m.
Wow.
It's a festival, right?
Yeah, the festival.
Are you cooking shrimp?
Oh, yeah.
What are you cooking?
So we it's set up where it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday festival right
Okay.
there on the mission grounds.
Mhm.
If you go down San Marco, traffic's going to be nuts in the Og, but you got all the carnival rides and all this kind of stuff. And so anyway, Sunday set up for a shrimp dinner, and we'll probably serve about 800 shrimp dinners.
Wow.
And so we get there early. You got to get the pink sauce ready. You got to
Boiled
get
or
the hush
fried?
puppies ready. Oh, they're fried.
Okay.
You kidding me? They're in grease, man.
Nice.
You got double fryers going, and we'll get all of our stuff set up and start master mealing, get those breaded shrimp ready to go straight from the schooners and all the old school seafood houses in St. Augustine. Osteen's, of course, the legendary Osteen's. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be that way.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with the fried shrimp. Bro.
No. Heck no. Hush puppies and all that other stuff. So we'll be
Are they
getting into it.
homemade hush puppies?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Really?
one of those things, like if you go back over the time that I was part of the shrimp dinner and all these other parents from CPS and whatnot, you had to be indoctrinated before you made it up to Master Mealer. It's a big deal. Okay. Cold pints around noon, you get to step across. Okay. And you move into the Master Mealer stage.
Is this a hush puppy recipe that's been passed down generation to generation?
But you had to mix that hush puppy recipe up to prove your worth. Okay. And that is a 5-gallon bucket with your arm all the way down in there, making sure all the ingredients get mingled together perfectly.
You got a bag on your arm when you
Onions. Yeah. Well, I have no idea. Probably just straight arm.
do that, right?
Oh, I love how he does this. He's going to have the health department
Yeah,
down
what
there
do you
all
think?
over.
Everyone that works in a restaurant just is always, dude,
Exactly.
listen,
I want to
it's called
think that,
washing your
JJ,
hands.
okay? I just want to think that.
Washing your hands.
Yeah, it's a
fine.
gloved arm
Thank
that
you.
I
Thank
put
you.
in
I
there.
appreciate that. Thank you.
But anyway, it's like mixing mud, like mixing concrete.
Yeah.
And then you finally get the ratio right. So I'm looking forward to that. But back to what JJ said, if it is an 8 a.m. drop the puck, we're going to have some televisions surrounding the shrimp dinner booth.
At least a phone out.
Yeah. And so I'm sure.
Which that's the greatest thing about this generation.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
I could go on a date with my wife and not miss anything, really.
It's true.
Are you,
Gone are the days, Big
are
Sir.
you serious?
I don't do that.
Oh, you
but
don't?
if
Okay,
it,
whatever.
Because if it was a big game, we're not going out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like on the ride to the restaurant or we're waiting somewhere or whatever, we're at a bar, I might pull out my phone, check the score, watch a couple minutes of a game. Absolutely.
Okay.
I have no shame. She knew what she was getting when she
I
got
know
in
she
there.
did.
100%
She did,
sure.
Come on.
But gone are the
Don't be
days
ridiculous.
Yeah.
where you'd have to sneak in. Remember, Big Sirs, when you'd go to a wedding, whatever, you'd have to sneak in
Exactly.
the old Walkman with a little earpiece where you could.
Yeah, I remember that.
A wedding
Yeah,
is a
wedding.
perfect example
bro,
of
I
a
kid
place
you
where I
not.
pulled my phone out and
Yeah.
watched plenty. I watched like the entire third round of the U.S. Open one time.
I'll give you a great
on
one.
my phone at a
This
wedding.
was 2000, not even 2000. It was like 1997 or 98. I was at a wedding. You ready for this?
Little TV.
With a Watchman.
That's
Oh,
the
I
Remember
remember
the
TV.
Sony Watchman?
Yeah, I remember the Sony
Yeah.
Watchman.
And I had the earpiece back through my jacket all the way up and around. And it was the SEC
So
championship
how does
game.
it work
yeah.
with the antenna? It has like a little antenna.
It has
you
a
just-
little antenna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
built in.
Wow.
If you look up Sony Watchman on
It
you
was
should
like
Google
a-
it. Dude, it was, and my then wife was like, she didn't. I mean, she was kind of upset,
Wow,
but
the
she didn't
picture's
really care.
probably like 2 inches by 2 inches.
It was, bro.
It was hilarious. I was in the back of the church.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
God
Yeah.
bless my brother-in-law. I don't think he ever even found out about it.
Who won?
It was the Alabama-Florida one.
The first one?
It was the 94, I believe. Yeah, 90. So it's like 94 is when it was. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Because they were still in Birmingham in 94, right? Or 93?
No,
Yeah,
91 and 92
It
were
was
just-
93.
Yeah.
It was 93 because it was the last one in Birmingham. That's what it was.
So
And I was sitting in the
93.
back of the church.
I think just 91 and
watching
92 in Birmingham, right?
No,
Or-
92 and 93. 92 was
Okay.
the first one.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
93,
92.
Florida won 28-13. Something must have happened with Alabama because Wikipedia is trying to tell me that season they finished 0-11.
Oh.
So all their wins must have been vacated. I'm not sure what happened.
Or an Auburn fan took over their Wick page, which is very possible. But the other thing is one of my best friends, and we lost him way too early, but his wedding, and I had the earpiece, and it was the Joe Carter touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a
Right.
bigger home run. And it
Wow.
was just incredible. But you're listening to it as opposed to being sitting in front. So
Dang,
Sony
you
Watchmans
missed
were
that
pretty
home
good,
run.
man.
Yeah, but I heard it.
Oh, man.
I
I'll tell you
heard
what,
it.
dude. The Sony Watchmans were pretty good.
yeah, in the
Because-
name of radio, I heard
If
it.
you remember that, that's back when we had the TV towers.
Mhm.
So if you got the signal at the right spot,
Yeah.
you get a perfectly clear
picture.
picture.
Yeah, but you had to wave the thing like a wand to make sure you got the right
little
signal,
bit,
bro.
little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. But if you got it,
Maybe
you
he was
got
like
it.
raising
you
his
got
hand
it.
in the back, like
Mhm.
he got the Holy Spirit, but he was really
Right.
moving around.
I clearly had the Holy Spirit with me. You
By
kidding
the
me?
way, Antonio Langham
Mhm.
was guilty of receiving improper benefits that season with Alabama, and they were forced to forfeit all their games.
wow.
Did not.
Yeah.
So I knew that. Oh, and by the way, he was the one who picked off Shane the year before. So,
So does Florida get
probably
that?
should have vacated that bad boy.
Well, that was
Florida won
93
anyway.
anyway. They already won that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Now they did finish with a 1-12 record because they did win the bowl game, and he wasn't playing on the team.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Mm.
Remember when the NCAA used to do silly things like that?
Oh, yeah.
Now they have zero power whatsoever.
I
Careless.
just don't even care.
The
Yeah.
days of TV bans are way gone, and bowl bans are way gone. So this reminds me, and we always like to throw out a little throwback Thursday in the off season, and since this kind of took us down memory lane, fires us up just a little bit, I got to get the Modelo Yellow out there, don't I? Get a little fired up for some of that old school stuff, and we will very likely have the Modelos at the shrimp dinner when we get going. But think of how's the best way to describe it? Where you were listening to a sporting event or watching when you weren't supposed to be. Okay. In other words,
That's a good one.
yeah. In other words, you had the commitment that you could not break. And so you go there, but you are like, you can remember you'd sneak off into a back room where someone had turned the television on and the party's up front and every dude's back there with the television. So
I just did that at a wedding.
yeah. So if you can remember some of those, 641-1010, hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures with a little throwback.
No, I was saying when I played football, I didn't watch football.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like not even Monday Night Football.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
No, I didn't.
Now
'Cause
you
I was-
weren't
I
a
was-
fan of it, or you
No,
just like
I
I'm
was
doing
so
it every
consumed
day?
with it that it just was overbearing.
Yeah,
at
your
one time.
job
when I was
was your
finished with
focus.
football, I wouldn't be away from football.
Now, how many years after retirement? Now, did you at least watch the Canes or no?
Yeah, I watched the Canes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what?
a crazy question.
Yeah, let's be real. Let's be real. All right, so Throwback Thursday.
And that's not football. That's life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now let's get to our mock, okay? And we're reserving it for Hump Day. We're reserving it for today, but let's just go ahead and start running through our mocks. We did them yesterday, but we were into all sorts of other things. So let's get to it. And I think our XLP Big Three is a good way to start this. The three things that you considered most when you were forming your first draft board. And we'll do this weekly and have a little fun with it. But it is XL Primetime on a Rebound Rehab Thursday. Hang out with us. Let's talk some draft. Let's talk Throwback Thursday with those great sporting events you were listening, watching, or whatever it was when you were supposed to be doing something else.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. The radio station with special skills.
With these powers, I could be
Jaguars, Gators,
sports talk for Jacksonville. A superhero!
1010 XL, Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. I'm celebrating a little anniversary this week. 2 years ago, I hit my goal weight with a Wake of 180. 40 pounds gone. Now, I know it's not 100 plus like Hacker, but 40 was my number. That was the weight holding me back, slowing me down. And the best part, free maintenance for life. That's the difference. I didn't do it with meds, didn't do it with side effects, didn't rely on a shortcut that I have to stay on forever. I did it with a plan. Awesome coaching and learning how to eat in a way that actually works in real life. Awaken 180 knows you travel, knows you eat out, knows you have cravings. A real-life plan for real-life people. Maybe your number's 25 pounds. Maybe it's 40 like mine. Maybe it's over 100 like Hack. Whatever your number is, we're proof you can reach it and keep it off without putting something in your body you don't want there. Awaken 180 works. Go get your number at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010 XL.
Good luck surviving the offseason, football fans.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside. 200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey friends, Frank Frangie here. A new year is the perfect time to make sure your car is ready for the road ahead. And nothing gives you more confidence than a fresh set of tires from my friends at Big Chief Tire. I've trusted them for years. They take great care of me, and they'll take great care of you. Start 2026 with a smoother, safer ride. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief get you rolling.
The Florida Forum welcomes world-renowned chef and humanitarian Jose Andres at the Center for Performing Arts March 31st. His impact spans the globe as founder of World Central Kitchen, Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, and global leader using food as a force for change. All proceeds for the Florida Forum benefit the Women's Board of Wilson Children's Hospital, supporting a new outdoor play area for behavioral health services. Get your tickets now at thefloridaforum.com.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now Quinn Hughes, who plays 3.5 minutes in overtime. Quinn Hughes shoots, he scores! He scores! Quinn Hughes in overtime wins it, and the United States will move on and face Slovakia in the semis.
XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Yeah, that was the winning goal against Sweden, something that the United States definitely had not been successful with against Sweden in overtime. They get the goal, a beautiful, beautiful shot into the net. And who do they go on?
I was going to ask you, where is Slovakia?
Yeah,
nowhere.
Yeah,
Slovakia.
Slovakia. I thought you said
Eastern
Slovakia.
Europe.
Let me tell you something,
Slovakia.
bro. You start looking up. As a matter of fact, this led us to Google to straighten this other one out.
Yeah.
So you got Slovakia and you got all these other ones. Well, now you have
Albania.
what looks like a generic flag, because whenever you see leaderboards, it shows all the flags: Japan, South Korea, Germany, Austria, whatever. And it's AIN. What is that?
AIN.
Yeah. And so we saw the name, and it was whatever, skating or something.
Is that what they give the Russians?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
can we stop doing that?
It's athletes, and I can't even remember what the I stands for, but the N is neutral, and so they're not involved.
If you're from Belarus, or if you're from Russia, they refuse to show your flag, as if like you don't exist.
Yeah, you cannot show your flag. So AIN, if you see that on the whatever.
Wait, why can't you show the flag?
Because they're in a conflict, and it's just woke nonsense. That's all it is.
So that's where we are. But anyway, I had to look it up. And
you're not from anywhere.
I mean, aren't we in a conflict all the time?
We always are. Yes.
No idea
We're in
what's
conflicts everywhere in the globe. Are you kidding me?
So far, at least if I have this right, I don't know whether this is up to date with the latest, but 17 medals for the United States.
Yes.
And you just heard moving into the semifinals for the United States in hockey. And thankfully, we finally have the NHL influence, just like the NBA influence. Not finally, it's been going on for a little while, but it's a little more level playing field versus the other nations that are out there. How much do these cats make for their Olympic performance?
I don't know, but Sid got cheap shotted 2 days ago. It wasn't good.
He's hurt.
Yeah, it was not good.
Okay.
So is it like a flat rate, or do you win?
Has to be.
Yeah.
Like if you win the gold, you make more.
You make more.
Okay.
There's a flat, and you make more.
Oh, okay. So if you're at the middle round, you make more.
Did the Sydney shot happen in the congratulations line or anything?
2 days ago. No, not
Never
enough.
mind. Forget that. All right, forget it. All right. So anyway,
Wasn't Fred Hoiberg. No.
The IOC does not pay.
You know what? You don't see fans storming NHL rings. I can tell you that.
All right,
That's a fact. Well, that's ice.
Okay, so different for every country according to those that write about these things, but the IOC does not pay. U.S. athletes get paid through private donations. So for bronze, $15K. For silver, $22.5 Gur. For gold, $37,500. So that's
Who pays
per event, private donation. Now, every Olympian gets $200,000 per event.
Wow.
Every Olympian.
That's
That's
great.
for America. That's what it says.
200 large?
Yeah, and I'm not getting God, I don't believe. This is straight from a reliable source.
Pete Noko.
Are you sure this isn't from Pete Nokos?
Yeah, listen, I will constantly refer to Nokos from now on. He's just like Billy Napier as far as I know. So anyway.
So even the hockey players get 200, but then they get that.
If they get
other
that
FA
gold,
medal. Okay.
then that's an extra $37,500.
So you're telling me the curling guy who brushes a broom gets 200 large?
And I'm going to click on this because it says this is how it happened, through a $100 million donation. Okay. And so they're asking, as soon as I click on this bad boy, they're asking you to donate. But $100 million donated to support the athletes, Paralympics and Olympics.
So that's 500 athletes then.
Yeah. However many there are. But Paralympics
Well, that's
and
like quick University of Florida math there,
Yeah.
Joe. That's 500 athletes.
I have no idea how many athletes there are.
Okay,
That was
so
the-
I have this is
Do
according
you know
to.
how many athletes? I didn't.
No, I'm saying that 100 million covers 500
200.
athletes.
Okay, I got
So
you.
this is according
Smoked
to
my head.
AI. Billionaire Ross Stevens had donated $100 million to the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee to establish
Nice.
the Stevens Financial
Oh,
Security
there it
Awards.
is. Okay, I see that now.
Yeah, so now everyone gets 200,000. That's
I mean,
awesome.
how many
Big ups to that
Olympic
guy.
athletes and para athletes can there be?
I
You had to guess.
I don't know. It says
Certainly less than 500, right?
Yeah, I don't see the numbers here.
I would think way less than 500.
Yeah.
I don't. We have to look that up. Google will help us with that one.
Grokpedia.
Yeah. All right. And so. Okay, let's hear from one goal. There were a lot of good ones that are cashing in after she had her struggles. So that
I
was
would hope.
cool.
I would like to think that the NHL guys who make a lot of money are probably donating that.
hope.
Yeah,
I hope.
because this to me is like for the para athletes.
Yeah.
the people who really
232
need it.
member roster.
232 on the Olympic
U.S.
roster.
Olympic and Paralympic Committee has announced a 232 member roster for Team USA.
I thought there would have been more, actually. Huh. All right. That's interesting. All right. So
That's just for winter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I'm just saying. I just
in 24 summer was 610.
Whew. Okay. Yeah. I guess we have more.
That
athletes
blows
and
that
more
500
events.
level right out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summer Olympics is like a whole month.
So who's the billionaire that did it?
Stevens.
Ross Stevens.
You better start throwing another 100 mil at him.
Yeah. Rossi. Thank you, man. All right. Let's do our XLP Big Three like we're big billionaires. And let's get to our mock draft. And so, Big Sirs, start us off. The draft is so important. Jimmy Gladstone's reminded us of that, don't you think?
He did.
Because in past regimes, we didn't really realize how important it was because they were striking out quite a bit. But give the listeners out there your XLP Big Three, starting with the most important thing that you did when you were you needed to consider when you were putting your draft board together.
Okay, well, I was looking at my top 100, all right? My top 100, I got 5 picks in the top 100. First thing I was looking for, it was 3 of the 5 were super productive in college.
Okay.
Absolutely. So I'm looking for productivity, guys who put up numbers at the collegiate level at a very high level. That was number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I wanted game changers, guys who affected the game.
Love it.
Star quality, starters, day one type of guys. And the last thing was guys I picked for depth, guys that could come in here and provide quality depth for the team. So I went productivity, star power, and then depth.
How did you get 5? Did you trade?
Of course.
Okay, good. Good
Yes.
for you, man. Good
All
for
right,
you.
Big Sirs. And look, I
I didn't
know
do
whether
any trade. Did you trade?
No, I did not. And
not the first one. I'm going to start the next one.
Right. And he look, he's been doing mock drafts
I know
for
he
a
has.
handful of weeks. So
He's way ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So I figured you and I did this like we're just ushering ourselves in because
None of that. We have laptops.
I got notes.
He has a notepad.
I'm old school.
love it.
I'm old school.
Like Coach Campos said, Leon, when I go to Dallas, I want you to start taking notes and bring them with you. And he did. He got you to do it. He got you to do it. All right. So your reasoning behind your draft board, your XLP Big Three, Matty.
Get the quarterback. Affect the quarterback, protect the quarterback. That's my reasoning. Honestly, that's it. That's my reason. My draft is literally that line. Affect the quarterback, protect the quarterback.
Yeah. So those are your three things, or those are your two things? I'm just trying to figure this out.
That's two things. And then and then I also looked at, all right, if the idea is that you might, I'm going to get into this argument again.
Mm-hmm.
You might let BTJ go.
Right.
To get into the first round, then you might need another wide receiver. Or you may need another wide receiver anyway.
Look, I do think anything is up for grabs there. Honestly, I do. And that's why we're sitting here trying to figure it out. So whenever we say XLP Big Three, you can come at this any different way you want.
And Devin Lloyd, obviously. Yeah. That's obviously a hole that it's going to have to be filled.
And you guys let us know the top three things you're looking at in terms of this draft. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. But with my XLP Big Three, I just started with the obvious part of this. The defensive side of the football needs attention first and foremost. It feels like that. Even though they were at the top of the charts in takeaways, that side of the ball is ultimately what most people would agree sagged at the most important time.
Mm-hmm.
And so the back end is the next biggest piece for me. So I went defense first. Then I focused on the secondary, trying to figure out who back there might be a weak link or where they're going to go. Then I looked at the defensive front, because if you don't, going back to what you just said, if you don't affect the passer, your secondary is going to get clobbered.
Yeah.
And then to Leon's point, that guy that loves the game has got to be part of this equation. I think Jimmy Gladstone's proved that when he started looking at guys, captains of teams, a lot of starts, little extra level of maturity and playmaking, that just love and have a passion for the game.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
All right,
Absolutely.
so let's do it. Let's at least lay out the first pick. Yeah, the first pick that you went with, number 56.
All right.
In your first
mock. I initially wasn't 56. I actually traded back to 61 to get this guy. All right. Now, this is either BTJ here, BTJ traded. I'm going Chris Braswell the second. 6'5", 200, 4.4 speed. Elite catch radius, 6'2". He has 62 catches for 1,017 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Is that the Tennessee guy?
Yes, from Tennessee.
That's your 56 pick, huh?
That's
61.
I traded 61.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
That kid's a freak.
He averaged 16.4 yards.
He's a good player, man. He's a good player.
So I mean, that was the BTJ factored in here, not here. Bringing this
I like that, because at the very least, you're already looking at what you think may or may not have happened in the free agency period of the offseason, and you're going out and you're trying to fill that room up. I fought with that a little bit. Matty, your first round pick.
All right, my first round pick.
Not your first round pick.
My first
56,
pick.
Your first
my
selection.
pick at 56 is right down the middle, man. LT Overton, the edge from Alabama.
Okay.
Get the quarterback.
Yeah. And so you're going to live with that, just kind of like you live with the guard over the last couple of years. And I actually kind of went back to the interior line as well. I went with the Jeff Lageman pick 56, Jacob Rodriguez. And I'm still looking to see, going back to what Leon just said, you are going to be parting with guys. You're going to be thinking about, hey, I'm not paying that freight for that guy. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly what's going to happen with Devin Lloyd. But right now, it looks like he wants to test the waters free agency-wise, and we're going to find out whether or not he's going to get that cash, or they're going to throw a deal at him before it's all said and done and he comes back. But Jacob Rodriguez could be a nice
Let me tell you
guy
this.
to make
First
up for
off,
a loss like
you're
that.
a bad GM.
Yeah.
Because I got Jacob Rodriguez at 81.
At 81. See, I decided, I looked around. Don't you call me a bad GM.
Secondly, he's going to play a long time in this league. He's a really good player.
That's why I feel like I can't wait. It was kind of my logic. And I was looking at safeties, cornerbacks, wide receivers, and interior defensive linemen, edge guys, all of those, all 5 of those right there, I think warrant some consideration with pick 56. And so we'll see where the rest of these guys go. We'll keep it going. 641-1010. You guys let us know if you're mocking them up as far as what you think as far as the Jaguars' biggest concerns are and why you would use whatever rationale you got to build your draft board. Do it right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
In your mailbox right now. Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
What Major League Baseball player was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Barry Bonds, who has the most career walks, was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded. Better one-run scoring than a whole lot more.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Help your loved one fall back in love with his or her home with a home improvement from the professionals at the Lifetime family.
That's right, Nick. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovebirds out there. What says I love you more than adding additional space with a glass or screen enclosure that will enhance your home's livability, or brand new floors that dramatically improve the look and feel of your home?
That's right. New outdoor living space from Lifetime Enclosures and beautiful floors from Lifetime Flooring.
Come experience the Lifetime difference. Call or visit one of our showrooms today for our Valentine's Day specials throughout February.
Lifetime Enclosures.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here from the Blue Crab Crab House. February means the Mardi Gras menu returns to the Blue Crab Crab House. Gumbo, shrimp Orleans, blackened redfish, appetizers, dessert, and more. This includes, of course, their regular menu where you get crabs from the Alaskan waters, the Canadian waters, the Southern Georgia waters. It's only at the Blue Crab Crab House. Doors open at 4:30, San Jose, and of course, Julington Creek Road.
Hi, I'm Kayla, a proud parent of my daughter Skylar, who's a part of Best Buddies. The Players is proud to partner with Best Buddies to promote inclusive living and friendship here in Northeast Florida. 19 days until the Players Championship.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why Rooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Play action. Downfield launch. Jump ball. Block. Touchdown, Basil. Wow.
XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Don't forget, if you're hurting, it could be a workers' comp injury, car accident, age, sports injury, whatever it is. Make sure you check out Rebound Rehab. Team of physical therapists that can help you, and they can definitely work with you there and then give you that training plan that you can use on their app. Take it home, and at no extra charge, you're still doing the exercise at home. Make sure you check out reboundrehab.com with a dozen locations across the First Coast. That was Big Sursa's guy. You heard that highlight. Mm-hmm. Chris Fowler, that was against Georgia. And so you're looking for a big play.
I'm looking for productivity. Absolutely.
Chris Brazel.
Yeah.
And so
He's also a big dude.
He's a big
6'5".
dude.
Well, it's funny because I'm looking, and there's two dudes also on the defensive
pick, man. I like
side
that.
from that Tennessee Volunteer roster in the secondary that are also hyped quite a bit. So think of what Josh Heupel's done up there, just trying to find guys, and obviously stars to throw it to, stars to stop the other guy. They had some talent up there in Rocky
Yeah,
Top.
they did. Absolutely.
All right, so let's get to our second selection. After we move out of pick number 56, we go into the third round, Big Sirs.
Yeah, okay. So I got my pick at 81 to 6'3", 275-pound defensive end for Illinois, Gabe Jacas.
Akis. And I like he's going to stand over people and say he's going to call them a jackass. But
I struggled with the last word, so
Yeah.
I had to make sure I had said it right. Jacas.
Akis. So it's the J silent.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then why is it there?
Yeah, Gabe, I don't even know why it's there. It's a very good question, man. I want to know that answer, honestly.
I understand solid letters.
Why is it there?
Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Gabe Akis, and you want to know why I know? Because
knife.
Because you and I got the exact.
Right. Why is
Why is the K there?
Yeah.
Knife. It's either knife or knife.
Yeah.
Which one is
And the Gannett. I'll never get over the Gannett. I don't understand it.
Makes no sense.
But you and I both have not Jackas, but Akis.
Akis.
At that.
How about
Oh,
psychology?
you have them too. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Psychology.
That part.
What's up with that?
That part.
P?
Great
See?
question.
Who created the silent letter?
Yeah. I don't
How
know.
about Michelle Pfeiffer?
I have no problem with that
yeah.
one.
I have no problem with it either. I'm just saying.
I'm just talking about
saying
Michelle
the P.
Pfeiffer.
I have a problem with the P. I don't have a problem with Michelle. I have a problem with the P. That's all.
Psyllium husks.
Yeah.
Silly. Thank you. Psyllium.
Which I highly recommend. If you don't know, look it up. Buy it now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, so
All right, my 81 is-
real quick before we leave this, Lance Zierlein, who's a big NFL draft analyst, he put a Matthew Judon comp on Akis.
How about that?
Yeah, I like that when I saw it. Anyway, relentless, big motor, all that type of stuff. All right, Matt.
Leon's got two really good picks, actually, right out of the box.
Mhm.
All right, so I started with LT Overton from Alabama, just a beast off the edge that I think is going to have a nice career in the NFL. And I already told you my 81 was I'm a better GM than you because I got Jacob Rodriguez there at 81. You didn't.
Yeah, listen, I feel like when this is all said and done, we're right now our two selections are better than your two selections. Okay, so we'll find out. But the next guy I got, and we both went with Akis, so let's get to 88. I'm just going to go ahead and steal the thunder right now because I went with a dude that's called, nickname is Big Citrus. Okay, and if your nickname is Big Citrus, you belong in the Sunshine State. Okay, where navel oranges are plucked off the tree limbs. Okay, his name is Dominique Orange, and he's a big defensive lineman out of Iowa State. So I will take that all day long. Big Citrus, because even though this team was really, really good against the run, we all know they were a little uneven in terms of what they gave up in passing and what they gave up against the run. And they still need more big men in the middle plugging holes.
Okay, I agree with you totally on that. That's why my pick at 88, I went for interior defensive lineman at the nose guard position, pass rush nose guard. So I went and got Darrell Jackson Jr. from Florida State.
Okay.
6'5", 237 nose guard with pass rush ability and long arms.
He's
I'm a better GM than you, too, by the way.
Really, you must have got him later.
Much later,
Did
yes.
you? Much later.
It's funny because he was up and down the board just as far as, where he would fall. Big cat, like you just said, measurables are there, and you are looking for somebody. You have to make the decision. Can these guys hold up at the point of attack? Are they strong enough? And are they going to be around when you get to the next one? All right, go to yours.
Agree. My pick at 88 was a pick because I do believe they're going to let Walker Little go or find a way to let him go.
Mhm.
And I took Drew Shelton, the offensive tackle from Penn State.
Okay.
Big dude, wide wingspan, 6'5", strong dude. Yeah, good pass blocker.
Okay. All right. And so now, just as far as the guys that you went and got, linebacker.
I went edge, linebacker, offensive tackle.
Linebacker, offensive tackle. And we've gone.
I went wide receiver, edge, nose guard.
Okay. And I went linebacker, then interior, edge, and then interior defensive line. So all three of mine on the defensive side. All right. Let's get to number 100 right now.
Okay. Well,
you made another trade.
Yeah, so I trade. So I got I'm a
This
better
is so
GM.
good.
I'm a better GM than both of y'all because I got Jacob Rodriguez at 93.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
I got him at 93.
I like that you kept that in the whole time,
Mhm.
knowing that you're going to smash him in a few minutes.
There you go. That part.
I bet.
Yeah, you
I bet.
held off on that too, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got him at 93. Yeah. Phenomenal player.
All right. I
All
like
right.
that.
All right, my 100
Now,
is.
hold on. In real life draft, we don't expect him to
No,
go that
I mean,
late,
I wouldn't be
right?
shocked if he went late first.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a ball player, man.
So why does
I don't
the
think he doesn't
algorithm
run.
not
He
do
doesn't
that?
run like everybody wants him to run. But
And,
at the end of the day, when you watch his tape, he jumps out at you.
Like
man.
he doesn't seem like this fast speed merchant. And Jacksonville, we all know when they went and redid this roster on that side of the ball, they're trying to look for guys that can cover, close, and be fierce at the point of attack. And they want them to be able to cover a lot of ground. I watched some of his Senior Bowl snaps, and just from an instinct point of view, he's a pretty
Dude's got it,
heady
man.
dude,
Yeah.
man, which can make up for maybe, I don't know what he'll run in the combine.
Very
We'll find out.
instinctual. I think he forced. So he had like 7 interceptions in his senior season, and he forced 5 fumbles or 6 fumbles.
Wow.
You
Rodriguez?
love guys like that that are around the ball.
He had 7 forced fumbles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And just as an example, a couple of guys, either on special teams or on defense, were those types of dudes getting the ball out at the point of attack.
Yes.
And you can go to Monteric Brown as a good example of that. He will fight you for the football. He's not just going to hit you. He will fight you for the
Which is what this defense was all about last year. So you want guys like that. Yeah.
All right.
My 100, by the way, is, and you forgot to add this to yours, Darrell Jackson is also a former Cane.
Well, he's dead to me. He went to Florida State. He's dead.
He's a big dude, man. I don't think he played to his high school recruiting potential.
He was
did.
highly regarded dude.
But he's a big dude.
Yeah.
And if you can get him in here and teach him, get something out of him, get him to play at his ceiling, yeah, he'll be. He certainly could be. He can't be any worse than Mason Smith. I can tell you that.
That was a bust, at least right now.
Absolute
yeah.
bust.
And look, we try and reserve after a couple years or after a year just to see where guys go. Guys inch forward. And in the case of Brenton Strange, he still had a guy in front of him in his second year. But Mason Smith, you
That's
could
another thing.
argue.
What do you do with him?
Yeah, he had. You could argue he had guys in front of him, but he still did. When he was on the football field, he did not make enough of an impact, and then he was a scratch.
Just give him one last shot.
What do you do with him? Like, let me ask you this: Do you wait until minicamp to see what kind of shape he comes into, or OTAs to see what kind of shape he's in?
I don't know.
Like if he's out of shape again in OTAs, do you just cut him right then?
Yeah,
you do.
You do. You got to go.
Mm.
You give him one last chance because I'm pretty sure in his exit meeting he sat down with the coaches and maybe his position coach and the head coach and they shot the truth to him.
Right.
Hey, you got this offseason to prove that you can make this roster or you're gone.
And in the name of Matt Dickerson, okay, hey, put the tape in.
Yeah.
This guy came up off the practice squad and started taking snaps away from you, pal. That's how you do have to look at it.
Pretty
All
good player too.
Yeah, I like Matt Dickerson. All right. Out of Georgia State, the pride of Savannah, Ted Hurst. I took him with my 100th pick overall. 6'3". He is a size guy. You can always count on one of these dudes coming out of a small school and just kind of changing your mind, and we'll see whether or not he can do it. But this goes back to our argument. Where is Travis Hunter going to play? How many snaps is he going to play? I'm not ignoring the cornerback position, but I've got him plugged in as one of the key pieces there. And so I went ahead and tried to fill out a little bit more of the wide receiver room.
I didn't pick a corner the whole time.
Yeah, at all.
Not
All
one.
right, let's explain that coming up here in just a second. It's XL Primetime Mock Draft. We'll do them once a week as we get closer and closer to those selections and that beautiful sound that you hear when they're walking to the podium.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Choose your social channel. Twitter at 1010XL. Facebook at 1010XL. Instagram at 1010XL. TikTok at 1010XL. YouTube at 1010XL. 1010XL is there.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
The
Players Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 19, 2019, third baseman Manny Machado signed a 10-year, $300 million contract with the Padres, the largest free agent contract in American sports history.
It's time to upgrade your ride and trade in your Tesla for luxury with a brand new Cadillac EV.
At Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville, we have over 30 Cadillac EVs to choose from.
Feel the power of instant torque and enjoy the range that takes you farther.
You love your Tesla, but it's time to elevate your ride.
Trade in your Tesla today at Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com.
You pick the color and drive away today.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
The North Florida Ospreys take center stage as Division I basketball returns. Osprey basketball soars back to CSI Company's court at UNF Arena Thursday, February 19th, for a conference matchup against Austin Peay State. The Ospreys defend their home court against the Governors, tip-off at 7 o'clock. Secure your seats at UNFospreys.com/buy tickets now. UNFospreys.com/buy tickets now. Swoop!
I'm with Craig from Cycles in Jacksonville, and I tell you what, Bike Week signals a great time of the year. What is happening in the motorcycle world?
There's a lot going on. You got the Supercross race in Daytona. You'll get to see the all-new Triumph dirt bikes. Honda, of course, is always on the podium. Lots of exciting things happening there. And then at the racetrack, all the manufacturers there. You can check out, demo ride the bikes. Great time to be around.
Talking bikes down at Bike Week, and then you can see all those beautiful rides in the showroom on Atlantic near Regency or cyclesofjacksonville.com.
At the First Coast YMCA, there's no place like this place, with programs and experiences that will bring your whole family together. Summer will be here before we know it, and Y Summer Day Camp registration is now open. Visit your local Y to secure your child's spot early for a season full of memories and adventure. Don't delay. Day camps will fill up. There's no place like this place, so visit your local Y to sign up or online at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
The month for love is a perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live, from closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. With their brand new showroom now open, they have extended the offer of 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free consultation. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Fred Taylor. If you've been in an auto accident, you need a team who knows how to get you back on your feet and back to your life. At North Florida Medical Center, they don't just treat the injury, they treat the whole person, from physical therapy to pain management. North Florida Medical Center has a team of experts ready to help you heal and recover. I trust the team here at North Florida Medical Center, and you can too. So don't wait. Call North Florida Medical Center and get the care you deserve.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
All right, you guys are jumping in on the mock draft as well. Let us know what you're thinking as far as the talent pool that's out there, where you think you're going to go with some of your early picks. You've got one in the second round. You got to wait through the entire first round if nothing happens. But we'll try and do, at the very least, a mock a week, hump day, draft day, or on Thursdays as we get to it. So we love your intel. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You can, of course, catch us on YouTube and watch the show. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs, and JJ. Pick 124, Big. We're now there's a plethora of picks right there. Around the top 100. Now we're into pick 124.
Well, actually, I'm at pick 100.
Right. We're not the GM he is. Okay. He's above us.
No,
he is.
Well, not after this pick. You may think.
Gosh, man, you are maneuvering
so
so and so.
All right, so I got the tight end from Ohio State, Max Clary.
Yeah, nice.
6'5", 243. NFL Scout says has potential to be a well-rounded player. He has elite route running ability. I think that's the reason why I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because honestly, right now you got Brenton Strange, and tight end falls for me a little further down the board.
Yeah.
But you got Brenton Strange, and then you had a bunch of dudes that performed, got hurt. In the end, who was our dude? Morris, number 80.
Yeah.
Was able to get in the end zone a couple times. So it's kind of a.
I think they need one, actually.
Yeah.
I
it's kind of a mixed bag right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right.
All right. My 117. This guy's a former 5-star, top 15 recruit.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good career too at Penn State. Danny Dennis Sutton, an edge. A big dude, a long dude, very athletic. I think he just needs the right coach to get the most out of him. And he made some nice plays the last couple of years at Penn State.
Yeah.
Just not where you're like, okay, that dude, he's dominating this game. You know what I mean? Not like that.
Yeah.
But he's got the ability to be a guy off the edge that can disrupt.
All right, so pick 124 for me. I'm going to go with a kid from Duke, and I'll be honest with you. I don't know how many mocks where I said I'm going to go with a kid from Duke. But Manny Diaz coaches him up on the defensive side. Chandler Rivers, cornerback, and we go back to the conversation we just said a minute ago. How many or how do you view Travis Hunter? How much does he play on that side of the ball? It's going to rule your decision in terms of what your plans are, whether you're going to reach or try and pad that position room a little bit. Anyway, I want Chandler Rivers.
Okay. All right. My pick is at 162 now.
Okay.
2-time All SEC. Only gave up 1 sack, 800 snaps. NFL Scout says he has a high football IQ, technique sound, and a day one starter. Not sure if he's going to be a day one starter here. 6'4", 303, Jake Slaughter, University of Florida.
That's right.
Ocala. You going to play him at guard? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm playing my guard.
Pride of Ocala, and after all, you got an affinity for Florida, so that does make sense.
Orange and blue to the death.
Thank you.
You did pick a Gator before a Hurricane.
Yeah, I did.
Technically, you didn't because Daryl Jackson was a former
well, you picked a Knoll before either one.
I picked a Knoll and a Gator before a Hurricane.
All right,
hey, I'm in GM mode. I can't let personal.
Keep it rolling, man.
Professional stuff.
Yeah,
I think I like Jake. I
do
Jake,
too.
I think Jake
Almost
Slaughter's a good
took him.
player.
Yeah.
I think he might be a little undersized for guard. He might have to put a little weight on. But center, yeah. I mean, if you're looking for they don't need a center. So.
No, not right now.
But yeah, I mean, he's certainly a project. My 162 is the guy that I think could actually move inside. J.C. Davis from Illinois. He's a tackle. He's like 6'5", 335. He's a big dude. Like he could move inside. So my idea is to draft J.C. Davis and move him inside.
Okay. All right. So that's the idea. If you could shore up the
He's
interior,
an all Big Ten guy. He's a good player.
And make the most of it. I took the Texas tight end at 162, Jack Indries. That's another guy that we're kind of earmarking, Big Sirs.
Again, I'm a better GM than you.
Yeah. you say yourself. But that's what you're looking for. They did not ultimately answer when Hunter Long went down. He never really was healthy enough to come back up. They had Munt that obviously made a play here or there, and then we just mentioned Morris. Anyway, I like the idea of helping that room as well, so I went with Indries.
I like that we're on the same players.
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
It is weird.
Yeah, and there's a couple, like one dude that I'm going to throw out next is getting right now a little lack of respect.
Okay, I got 164. NFL Scout says this guy's a big hitter, downhill force, has quick closing ability, impactful as a blitzer, safety in the box. It's a safety. Jacoby Thomas, University of Miami.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
It took long enough for you to grab it.
Yeah, it did. But there it is. I like the kid.
Matty?
I went with Jack Andrews. He kind of fits along the mold of what they've got right now at tight end, other than Brenton Strange.
Better GM. He took him 2 picks later. You got to love it.
No, I got him at 164.
Yeah, I got him at 162.
Oh, you got him at 162. Okay. Yeah.
Value,
man.
We're looking for value.
I also got J.C. Davis. Let's see who you got at 164. Yeah, I mean, I like Jack Andrews. Very similar type player.
All right, so I went with the total disrespect card here. This dude got left out of the combine, and I say he comes in hungry. Mikhail Kamara, 6'1", 260 pounds, a guy who comes from a championship-winning team with a bunch of starts, and we'll find out whether or not
they didn't invite him to the combine.
Did not invite him to the combine, and and there's 300 plus that have been invited to the combine. At least with my got research, I don't believe he's going to the combine.
Let me understand this. So he's a productive guy on the defensive line for the national championship team.
Yeah.
You could say
23 and a half career
had the play that literally either turned the game or won the game for Indiana, the block punt.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not invited to the combine?
Yeah, I'm going to go look right now because I've got a list of it. I believe 319 combine cats. So, all right, let's finish this out real strong, Big Sirs. You got one more, or how many you got left?
I have
2.
I have 3 more.
Oh, okay. So you did get some draft capital back. All right,
I did. Okay.
Hit us with it.
All right, all right. This one is at 195.
Okay.
Okay, 195. I got let me see. Wide body candidate with mauler ability with the tendency to get on the edge and pass roll. Fits well in a power gap run offense. 6'6", 345. Offensive guard, Miami. Arnaz Cooper.
Now he got it.
Cooper. Yeah.
Now we're on the cane roll.
That guy
on the cane roll
plays
now.
with bad intentions.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, man.
You do need that.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Kamara. I think I'd take him now if I was the Jags. That dude is a football player.
I thought it was a good selection.
I get it. He's undersized. He's probably 6 foot, not 6'1".
Okay.
He's probably 250, 255, not 265. But, man, if you're looking for somebody to get the quarterback.
Well, all right, let's carry this conversation over because remember, they did this with McLeod, and they were hoping to get this from Abdullah, and they didn't get it necessarily from either one.
Right.
So anyway, we'll keep it going. XL Primetime as we mock our way to the April draft. Looking forward to what the Jaguars brass is going to do with some of these important selections.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle.
The home of Jaguars fans.
Follow every play, interview, and press conference.
Duval came out, supported us, and that's what we need.
1010XL, the home of Jaguars fans.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Jacksonville, Nimnick Buick GMC is kicking off tax season with prices that are better than ever. Frank Frangie here. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnick, you'll find unbeatable savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Whether you're looking for a new SUV, a work-ready truck, or a certified pre-owned, they've got you covered. Backed by trusted service and transparent deals. And the best prices in Jacksonville, NimnickBuickGMC.com, or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Get geared up for your golf weekend with Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros on Brunch with the Tour.
Expect anything different?
Tuesday morning at 8:30. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation on Jacksonville's Golf Station. 1010XL.
Create a backyard your family will love. Jack's Outdoor Solutions, an authorized dealer of Celebrity Greens, installs PGA quality artificial turf golf greens and complete outdoor spaces. From turf to custom hardscapes, landscaping, and lighting, every project is built for style, durability, and family fun. Locally owned and trusted across Northeast Florida, customers rave about their results. Check their 5-star reviews on Google. Plan your dream backyard today at jacksoutdoorsolutions.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911. GarageDoor911.com.
Daytona Supercross. Experience all the high-flying action and side-by-side intensity of Monster Energy AMA Supercross on the most demanding track of the circuit. The gate drops February 28th at the world's center of racing. The high-flying, crowd-pleasing Daytona Supercross is a great event for the entire family. For a chance to win tickets to Daytona Supercross, answer this. Who designs the Daytona Supercross course? Text the designer's last name to 641-1010 now.
When you drive past a Kuhn Flowers location, did you know their inside showroom is filled with gift items? Kuhn Flowers isn't just for sending flowers. Frank Frangie here. And when I need a unique gift, I head for Kuhn Flowers, Beach Boulevard, and in Ponte Vedra since 1947. Kuhn Flowers.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an ICAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Barry, your local orthopedic surgeon. In the wintertime here in Jacksonville, it does get pretty cold, and sometimes you wake up with aches and pains in your shoulders and knees. Don't forget to stretch and stay mobilized so these joints don't stiffen up. And if that doesn't work, you can see us at Barry Orthopedics where we can give you the treatment that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Barry and the entire staff at BarryOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Florida men's basketball junior forward Thomas Houck has been named to the Naismith Trophy Men's College Player of the Year late season team. Currently leads the Gators with 17.2 points per contest and has accumulated an array of honors throughout the season, including the Wooden Award and the Julius Irving Award mid-season watch list and the Sporting News mid-season All-American team. 77 degrees at 103, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Second and 11. Bailey picked off in stride. Coming back the other way, Jacoby Thomas looked at his wrist, said, I got time today.
XL Primetime Thursday, restored by Rebound Rehab, with 12 locations across the First Coast. Check out reboundrehab.com.
Is that the great Joe Zagacki on the call there?
No, Mark Jones.
It kind of sounded a little bit like Joe Zagacki, and I can pick out Mark Jones, but that one just right there at the end just sounded a little more Kane-ish, you know? Your dude, Vic Sirs.
Yeah, my dude.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Hopefully the Jaguars do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind it.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Play-making juvies, that's for sure. All right, Rebound Rehab, they bring you today's show. We say thanks to them, and I can personally say thanks to Rebound Rehab because they certainly worked me back into tip-top shape after some serious Achilles tendonitis. You can definitely check them out. Sports injury, auto accident, workers' comp, whatever it might be, just age. Check out reboundrehab.com. All sorts of plans and the ability to get you feeling great again and get you back in the game. Make sure you check them out. So we've been mocking it up. We got a couple of picks left. We got to get back to our Throwback Thursday as well with some of the great sporting events you listened to when you were supposed to be fully focused on something else. You know, you got invited to the wedding or whatever it might have been that you had to participate in, but the last thing you wanted to do is be at that particular thing when this big sporting event was going on. So we'll read some of those from earlier and go down memory lane a little bit with a Throwback Thursday. But Big Sirs, finish us out with the last couple of selections that you have on your mock board.
All right, at 234, it's crazy how we got the same people in it. Because I got the defensive end from Indiana, Malachi.
Yeah, McHale.
McHale.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I got him at 234.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, look, the dude is going to try and fight for respect, and you got him a hell of a lot later than I got him. So it makes more sense that you got him at that spot than where I picked him. But he did not get invited to the combine. You're talking about a guy who may play a little more bent with a little more anger. All right, Matty?
You want me to finish out my draft?
Do you have one more, Big Sirs?
Yeah, I have one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, and at 245, I got Fernando Fernando
Mendoza.
No, of course not.
I was going to say you are a much better GM than me.
I got the offensive guard from Arkansas, 6'5", 325, Fernando Carmonda.
Yeah, it's so funny because I saw the same
Come on
dude and I thought, wait a minute, is Mendoza still there? I looked down and had the double.
Quickly, did you see the story about Mendoza yesterday where he said that it was down to Indiana versus Georgia, and he tried to call Kirby himself. The phone call did not go through, which caused him to delay his decision and end up going to Indiana.
So
I
did he-
mean,
How about
what a
that?
sliding doors moment.
Did he ever actually
or
talk?
whatever they say.
Did he ever actually talk to Kirby?
Yeah, they did.
Before, when he was going
on
to
that one.
decide,
Yeah.
he was calling him. It didn't go through for some reason, and
on
that
that
was why
That's
we lost
crazy.
the national championship.
Well, here's the thing: if he didn't have so much vengeance in his heart because Miami didn't recruit him,
straight
I don't
out
know if
of
it's just
I don't
called
know
Mario.
if it's vengeance.
Of
I
course
think
he had
it's
vengeance.
Was it?
I think it's a little chip. That's all.
No, he
No,
wanted
no,
to play on
he
Miami.
wanted to-
Apparently,
but we-
Shannon didn't want him.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that is
That
right.
was a mistake.
They didn't offer him.
Yeah.
It was Shannon. Was
Yeah,
it
that's-
Christopher Columbus?
Initially,
Was
I
that?
heard.
Yeah.
Initially, yeah.
Look at that.
No, I'm saying last summer or last.
No, that's
yeah,
not true.
no,
Okay.
That's not true.
No,
Initially, they
Right.
thought he was.
That
too,
was what
they thought
I
he was too
remember.
thin.
Well, Shannon Dawson wasn't there back then.
No, but I'm saying initially that's what Miami thought. They thought he was too thin.
Okay, I'm just telling you some inside information I heard very recently
Uh-huh.
that as of last transfer portal,
Right.
he wanted to come to Miami, and Shannon Dawson did not want him. Took Carson Beck instead.
Yeah, that's wild.
I
Yeah, but
hope
Carson
that was wrong.
Carson hadn't.
So that
hadn't
means
Well,
declared for the
took
draft.
whoever they were going to take.
so that
Decided to
means
pass on him.
He potentially was told no twice by the school that he in the city he grew up in
Exactly.
and went to Christopher.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if I believe that,
which is-
but
Yeah,
my
just telling
sources
you
are
what I
bad,
heard.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a better
of
GM,
course.
better sources. You got bad.
Yes.
Matt's got bad sources.
Terrible
Thank you,
sources.
Mark.
All right. So
All right. At my 195, I took Lewis Bond, who's an outside receiver at Boston College.
Mhm.
The guy that's played in a pro system with Bill O'Brien for a couple years. Just a productive guy. Really highly productive guy. Be a great camp guy. Who knows if he'll make it?
Mhm.
But, that's what you get at those picks that late. My 234, I took Bryce Foster, who's a center at Kansas, but can play guard.
okay.
Okay? He's
You're
a
just
big
looking
dude.
interior
Again, a
offensive
big-
lineman
A big, sturdy
upgrade.
dude. Yeah, and my 246 is DJ Campbell, who initially played tackle at Texas, moved inside, was a really good player, actually.
Mhm.
I went guard last two picks, man. I mean, that's
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't mind doing that.
And-
In fact, if I moved J.C. Davis inside, I took 3 guards.
Yeah. The only thing I would say to you towards the end, as good a GM as you are, you should know this, that
I got to throw a
those-
cornerback in there somewhere.
well, those last
special teams,
those
man.
yeah, those last picks are usually not guards or special
I know,
teams
I
picks.
know.
They're linebackers, they're receivers, they're cornerbacks or safeties, whatever. I went.
But we all
with-
know how Matt feels.
Big asses and big Yes. thighs. He loves Yeah. those. I mean, it's guards, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's.
So
some
my
point
last
you got to address the guard, okay?
my last 3, I went biblical, and then I went Jagerbomb, and then I went to the Roman times. So I went with Ephesians Prysock,
Wow.
a cornerback out of Washington. And again, I'm trying to fill up special teams and cornerback competition. Jaeger Burton, the interior offensive lineman out of Kentucky. Same principle that Matt just laid out and Big Surge laid out earlier. The guys that you want interiorly to battle for those positions, because Ezra had himself a decent year, but who knows where they're viewing him. And McCary, you certainly can't look at that and say that's a secure position right now. Wyatt Milam's got a chance. We'll find out. And then Roman Hemby at the end, and he's another dude. So I never thought I would do this. 2 dudes from an Indiana roster and a Duke roster. So isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I love Roman Hemby.
That he is a good
Tough,
player.
hard runner, man.
Yeah. And so again, that is a 7th rounder, just like LaQuint Allen was a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are looking for productivity, and again, I think through all of this exercise, and we'll do this weekly, that you're going to make different decisions. Did they decide to keep Devin? Did they decide to keep ETN? Did they cut a deal for him? Obviously, that's going to change your draft board. And so we'll see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line, is that they're trying to get better through the draft, right?
Do you think if they get rid of ETN, they draft a running back even though they have LaQuindon Jackson right now?
Jaquindon, I think is
excuse me.
still, he's a developmental guy. He's big, He probably runs a little too upright right now. That's probably one of the things.
People in camp last year.
Yeah, that's probably one of the things they're working on with him. And they said, look, pal, you've got a good spot on the practice squad. Remember this. Other guys moved up from the practice squad and was able to make plays for this team. Now, that was a full running back room. He didn't really get to step in. Yeah, he didn't get to step in because there were really any injury. Like Bashal Tootin had the broken finger, but what was he gone for? Maybe 2 weeks? Something like that. Nothing. I don't remember if Jackson moved up or not, but he's a guy that they could be looking at and may not draft a running back. All right. So let's ask this next guy the same type of question that you just asked right now. Ryan O'Halloran will be coming up in just a second on a Rebound Rehab Thursday. And then also back to our throwbacks, big memories from sporting events when you were at another event. We'll have a little fun with that coming up from some of the stuff that you threw in off the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You can keep them coming our way.
What the? Jacksonville Sports Radio. What is this place?
This is 1010XL.
Do you love cold weather? Tobacco Cove doesn't either, and we are heating things up with a fantastic event featuring Perdomo cigars. Escape the chill on Saturday, February 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. and enjoy a Nicaraguan cigar celebration. Food, drinks, and specials on cigars. Experience Perdomo quality and value for yourself. Tobacco Cove at 3849 Bay Meadows Road. More than a cigar store, it's an experience.
It's not girl talk, it's sports talk.
Let's talk football.
Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl. Afternoons 2 to 4. Fought for you by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Let's talk about the sound no homeowner wants to hear. Drip, drip, drip. Still dripping. That's exactly why Duck Duck Rooter created the Love Your Pipes promotion. Plumbing problems don't scare us. Not with years of experience and honest upfront pricing on our side. Right now, you can get free plumbing assessment on all fixtures with any paid plumbing service. It's the smart move to fix the issue now before it becomes bigger. So when you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
Discover downtown Jacksonville's newest go-to spot. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville brings you 2 floors of over 80 self-pour craft beers, wines and cocktails, plus live sports, live music, and private event space. And right next door, Pizza Dynamo fires up made-to-order pizzas, slices and calzones, packed with bold flavor. Pair a pint with a fresh pie at Pizza Dynamo and Pour Tap Room, downtown at Laura and Forsyth.
This is Frank Frangie. Over the past 11 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting. Yet Awaken 180 still stands alone as the proven solution for lasting weight loss. Results at awaken180weightloss.com.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Could you imagine? There was a time you could just tell your kids to shut up right to their face.
No explanations. Just shut up. How much easier would that have been? Why is the sun hot? I don't know. Why don't you shut up? Well, that was uncalled for.
Tom Papa Live in the Grateful Bread Tour. Saturday, February 21st, on stage at Florida Theater. Tickets are on sale now at floridatheater.com.
It's Cancer Prevention Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you to stay ahead of prostate, bladder, and kidney health. Get a yearly checkup, ask about a screening, and make self-checks a habit. To make an appointment at one of 4 locations, visit ackermanurology.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We've been talking a lot about the Jaguars. The NFL offseason never ends, and the draft is certainly going to be top of mind, especially next week when this guy and many others head to the NFL Combine. We say hello to Ryan O'Halloran, rah, from the Jacksonville.com website, the Florida Times-Union. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, guys. Good to join again. And I just left a lunch with Hayes Carlion, Mark Long, and Mike Duraco. I tell you what, we solved some problems.
Wow. Now, the problems generated, like, subject matter, is it just Jaguar fixes? Or I guarantee you guys fixed a few other things.
Geopolitics.
World,
Yeah.
Newspapers.
Yeah.
The 4 to 6 show. And we put our Jaguar GM hats on and said, okay, if they're not going to talk this week, let's talk for them.
That's beautiful. I love it. That's a brain trust right there for sure. All right, so our brain trust just went through a mock, and I know you've done a ton of them as well. But I really appreciate what we saw a season ago or an off season ago, Ryan, and it just kind of gets me that much more fired up about what's next.
Yeah, I think so. And, when you have a surprise season, the conversation turns to, okay, what can they do to sustain that success? That's something this organization hasn't been able to do in 2 decades plus. And they're going to have to do it with not a lot of powder in their salary cap, and also not a first-round pick, and nothing until 56. But I think this administration has earned the trust of the fan base, rightly so, that they're going to be able to find ways, even if it's not somebody that is a marquee name or 3, that they're going to find guys who know how to play their style of football.
Ryan, I just remember my interview process when I went to the Combine. I was schooled by guys that went before me. And the biggest question that I was asked is that, would money change your love for the game of football? I'm pretty sure the Jaguars, when they go to the Combine, they're going to be looking for guys who love to play the game of football, will they not?
Yeah, and now that used to be a question at the Combine when you'd ask the players, hey, did your decision to come out early, was it financially driven? Well, some of these guys may be taking a pay cut. So it's okay. And the guys, talking to some executives the last couple of years, guys, a player who stays at the same school for 4 or 5 years, that's a check mark in the positive, because they didn't like, hey, adversity, I'm leaving. Adversity again, I'm leaving again. And so that's something to watch is, okay, how many transfers are on their radar? How many guys who played a lot of football, who had a lot of carries as running backs, are they of interest to the Jaguars? But it's always a question for these rookies coming in is, okay, you basically had a managed schedule for your college career. How are you going to be able to handle yourself as a professional?
All right, I'm going to give you this scenario, Ryan, okay? And you, as the GM, are going to have to figure out how to make it happen. Joe and I were talking about this off the air. We were talking about the whole Brian Thomas situation yesterday as well. Let's just say, and I'm not saying this is what they believe, let's say they believe it's time to move on from Brian Thomas, all right? I'm going to give you the scenario that Joe and I were talking about. You tell me how it happens. You move Brian Thomas to the Raiders and a future first round for Max Crosby. How do they get Max Crosby under the cap?
Well, that would be the easiest part, because you could just, because his contract right now is so trade friendly because it's almost exclusively base money. Just spread that thing out like Mahomes did with the Chiefs, to make it a lower cap hit. That trade, the Jaguars, if that's the deal, make that in a second when it's a player of Crosby's stature. It's almost like now with the way you can manage the cap that's almost secondary to getting the compensation that the Raiders want. And
So
yeah,
would that be
I think
enough? Do you think that'd be enough for the Rays to move on it or no?
To me, I don't think it would be enough because, I mean, I got yelled to the mountaintops when I wrote this last month is, right or wrong, the Raiders are going to be looking at the Micah Parsons deal. That was 2 ones and a premier player.
Right.
And, is Max Crosby the same kind of player as Micah Parsons right now? No, he's older. But the Raiders should ask for 2 ones and a player. That's why I threw 2 ones and Trayvon Walker on the table for the Jaguars offer. So I don't think a 1 in Brian Thomas would be enough.
Yeah, because that's still you're not giving up a great player. You're giving up a really good player along with more draft capital. And that probably makes it obviously more palatable for Vegas and maybe less palatable for this group up in the front office.
Well, and another thing, guys, from the Raiders' standpoint, and this is where I think would hurt the Jaguars' pursuit is the Raiders got to give their fan base a message by getting a first-round pick this year, I think, and make that a part of it. Would Walker help that or another player the Jaguars have on their roster? I think it would soften the blow a little bit. But if I'm looking back, I'm trying to remember what I wrote. I also had them throw in a pick this year. Just say, at least we got a pick this year to start the rebuild. But I mean, to me, Max Crosby is going to be traded, and the Jaguars got to be in it.
So if we don't get the splash in Max Crosby, what do you think the Jaguars are going to do as far as getting the defense in here in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think if they don't get Crosby, Hendrickson, he's a free agent, but he's a little older, coming off an injury. I would pivot to say, okay, who's the best defensive tackle on the market? Is it a guy like John Franklin Myers from the Denver Broncos? And I would say, if I'm the Jaguars, hey, we got enough money to make one significant splash in free agency. This guy would help the pass rush interior wise, and also continue to help the run defense, which was first in the league already. So that would be my first target. If you don't get Crosby in a trade, would be to really move inside and focus on the defensive tackle spot.
We're talking with Ryan O'Halloran. You can check him out, Jacksonville.com, the Florida Times Union, of course, on X, as he's putting all sorts of things out as the columnist. The draft capital that they have, do you believe that we get closer and closer to late April, that if they don't pull off some of these free agent moves, that they are as aggressive as they can possibly be to get in the first round and maybe get an edge guy?
That one would surprise me because right now they're at 56, and I mean even moving up 20 spots is going to cost you your second, one of your thirds. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a run on a certain position that they like, that they move up from 56 to 43, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think James Gladstone wants to make a habit of trading first-round picks to move up in a draft. I think you want to save those. And that's what his old boss did, Les Snead. He saved those ones to trade them for veterans.
Yeah.
Do you? Let me. Okay, so this draft, every once in a while, you'll take a flyer on a quarterback in the 6th round or 7th round. Do you see Liam Cohen doing that and kind of having a project?
Oh, 100%. And Mike Shanahan, he wanted to draft a quarterback every year. You remember the year they traded 2 ones and other stuff for Robert Griffin III. They drafted Kirk Cousins in the 4th round. He ended up being the better quarterback because, let's say RG3 would have stayed healthy. Cousins, think that should be on the Jaguars' radar, especially if they have a bunch of 6s and 7s on that day 3. If there's a guy that really you think fits the scheme and is worth developing, I would sure take a flyer.
Yeah, like a Sawyer Robinson who's really been productive at Baylor. Somebody like that he's a good size. He's 6'4", got a good arm. I almost think what do you think of their backup quarterback right now with that situation with Moans?
I mean, I think it's okay for this year. And the best you can say about Nick Mullins is that Trevor Lawrence trusts him. And I think he serves a purpose as a veteran quarterback who had experience in this system. Well, this time next year, Trevor Lawrence will have 2 years in this system. He probably won't need that as much. So I would rule out, Matt, and that's a good point, is, hey, take a guy late this year and maybe slide him through waivers, practice squad, and then next year at this time he can compete for the number 2 spot or even take it over.
So, Ryan, as far as the guard position goes, do you think they're going to get an impactful player in the top 100 or get some guys later on as far as depth goes?
I mean, I think you have to consider guard because by the time night 2 of the draft is, you'll know what Walker Little's future is if he's here.
Mm-hmm.
If a team calls next month for say, hey, we'll give you a fifth, I think they do it, get the money off the books. Then that makes guard a priority in the third round, because you have Wyatt Milam, hasn't played. You have Patrick McCarry, was unable to finish the season. And also you can move away from him after this coming season. So I do think, and just like Matt's question about quarterback, Leon, I always consider taking offensive linemen in a day 2 and day 3, even if you feel like you're starting 5 a set, because you're gonna need them.
All right, so restructuring. If they do pick up the phone and just say, "Hey, we need to talk," like the Mahomes deal that was done in Kansas City to free up cash. They're also talking in Kansas City. Juwan Taylor may be out the door, which would free up some cash. You said you didn't think it would be a problem with Max Crosby's contract. Do you think they will be asking guys to renegotiate?
I not renegotiate as much as move money around.
Okay.
But you look at the contracts for these Jaguar players, specifically the ones that this administration inherited. There's not a lot of wiggle room right there. So much of that money is already in bonus spread out. So I don't think that is a real option for them this year. And then the other thing, to your other point, Joe, is that you've had one good year. I'm not going to start asking guys to take pay cuts. Yeah. If you had won a Super Bowl, then a guy would say, hey, I'll take a little bit of a haircut, add a year, let's go for a repeat, something like that.
That makes sense. I'm just looking at all the dead cap money. Tyson Campbell's still going to cost close to 20. Gabe, close to 15. On and on and on. Not a lot of other big number hits, but still, they got to find some room.
Yeah, and that's the thing is they I mean, the biggest one is Armstead, which is post June 1, which doesn't help you on March 11th. But you look at the other mechanics of that. If you trade Little, that creates about 7.5 a ballpark in that. Okay, that would help your cause. You got to allocate probably $20 million for your draft class. So they knew what they were getting into when they made the Tyson Campbell trade, and it was a short-term pain for long-term flexibility. That flexibility starts next offseason.
God, 20 mil. I didn't know that was the dead cap number. Wow.
Yeah, no, right. 42 right now.
Golly.
Fourth highest in the league. So
fourth highest in the league.
Yeah. Thank you, Trent.
It's a brilliant move, man. Brilliant move. So, Ryan, we're now a few weeks into this offseason. What's your gut feeling now on Devin Lloyd and on Travis Etienne?
Definitely still no on Devin Lloyd. Etienne, the only reason I would keep that door open is, I mean, he said the day after the season, I don't want to play for a team in the North. Well, that lops off half the league. And sure, money talks. You're funny, whatever. But I think he likes playing with Trevor Lawrence. He's been together for 8 years. There's so many running backs on the market that I think his camp is going to get a really good idea next week in Indianapolis when there's wink negotiations, where his market's at. Then they can come back to the Jaguars and say, hey, with a no state income tax, a $12 million average is like 14.5 in Kansas City or New York, somewhere of that nature. So I think there's a chance on Etienne, but it would have to be really on the Jaguars being committed to not extending themselves more than they want to at the running back position.
All right, last one for you before we turn you loose. The eyes of the Jaguars brass will be most focused on which position next week at the Combine?
Well, I think a couple positions. I think a lot on defense, but I think you have to say, okay, Devin Lloyd was great for you guys this year. You're not bringing him back. Who is going to be your other starting linebacker in week 1? I don't think that player is in-house. So you need somebody who can have coverage skills, who can play the run, and outside, and that may be your first pick at 56. Then if you signed a defensive tackle in free agency. So I think the linebacker, because that is a scheme fit for Anthony Campanile, defense in general, but I think linebacker is a critical look at how these guys, how their tape is, and also how they move around in the workouts.
So not edge at 56.
I think edge, but I think there's enough edge guys that you can get one early in the third round or move up a little bit. I mean, they are committed. I mean, they like Trayvon Walker more than his production would suggest. So with him and Josh Hines-Allen, but also I think you can get one of those guys on night 2.
All right, good stuff, bro. We will talk to you next week and look forward to what you got coming from the NFL Combine. I'm sure plenty more in the pages of the Florida Times-Union as well, right?
Yep, plenty of stuff. And Sunday, it's on sort of a Combine preview with a bunch of different topics that should get people ready for Indianapolis.
All right, bro. Sounds good. Nice. Thanks, man. Have fun.
Take care now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Ryan.
at Ryan O'Halloran on X. Make sure you check him out.
It's
there,
great to have like a former beat guy as the columnist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he gets it. He gets the team.
Right.
And then he can give you his opinion on it.
And then Campanile, a linebacker at heart, so that he may gravitate to that position, especially if they do part ways with Devin Lloyd. All right, you guys react to that 641-1010. We'll stay on the Jags. Got to get to a couple of other items from the college football world. We will do it on a Rebound Rehab Thursday.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford, the roar of the crowd, the theater of your mind.
Breaking free, they're not going to catch him.
It comes alive in your ears.
Showtime!
Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio, 1010 XL.
Hi, it's Tara Lagaman. Jeff and I love local Fair Jacks for fresh eggs, quality meat, produce. It's all from local farmers. There's no scary recalls, just food you can feel good about feeding your family. Learn more at localfairjacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more.
The Purple Heart isn't just a name. It represents service, discipline, and earning trust. At Purple Heart Pools, that standard shows up most in pool renovations. If your pool is outdated or worn down, now's the time to upgrade. So when summer arrives, your pool is ready. From new finishes and tile to decking, lighting, and full transformations, every upgrade is handled with precision and attention to detail. Purple Heart Pools. Pool renovations done right.
Quality work is sometimes hard to come by these days, and if you want quality and a fence that'll last, make the call to Duval. Duval Fence, that is, a good Jacksonville company with good Jacksonville people committed to quality service. If you need a fence for your home, for a business, anything, just call Duval Fence at 260-4747. Give them an idea of what you're looking for, and they'll take care of the rest. Property fence, privacy fence, pool or pets. Make sure you call Duval Fence today.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville. Honda going off-road. They've got it all. 2-wheel, 4-wheel. What's happening, my man?
Man, they've got the Talon. They got the Talon R. They've got the Talon Live Valve. You're looking to do some farm work, they've got the Pioneer 700, Pioneer 1000. Legendary Honda reliability. Super fun. Dirt bikes, of course, always amazing. More podium finishes than any other company. Can't go wrong there.
And families love it when they go off-road with Honda. Check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency. Cyclesofjacksonville.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monaghan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is we did our mock draft today, and then most importantly, I was trying to look at guys collegiately, how productive they were. Did they have star power and depth? Now, all that may be a wash next week because of the combine. Because unfortunately, the combine is people gravitate to it, and it's the book, it's the law. When a guy who had a great season may not have a good combine, all of a sudden, he doesn't get drafted or he slips down. You put the film on. Watch the film. Was he a 4-year, 5-year starter? Did he stay there 4 or 5 years? Was he a 2 or 3 year starter? What kind of experience? What kind of maturity does he have? What kind of production do he have collegiately? Don't get to the combine and lose all sense of worth as far as the player goes. Although it's important, but let's not over glorify the combine come next week.
Combine.
So
love him.
My golden moment is, I don't think you shy away from the whole Max Crosby thing. I think you try and do whatever you can to get him on this team. If that means trading Trayvon Walker, then you trade Trayvon Walker. I mean, imagine that cat on this defense.
Well, yeah, and I think Ryan probably said it, and we all have said it one way or another. Jimmy Gladstone's learned from a guy that went for that. He said, that's what I want. I'm going to figure out a way to get it. I'm not going to sit here and give you a bunch of excuses on why I can't. I'm just going to go do it. And that's what Les Snead did.
Dude, they had...
To the tune of getting Von Miller, OBJ, Jalen Ramsey, Matt Stafford, all those guys.
Dude, they had first and goal against the Raiders from the 2 or the 1 even. And what the Raiders do? They slid him inside.
Yeah.
And they couldn't block him.
Yeah, he's just one of those powerful, menacing players. And Leon, if you're blocking a guy like that, you got to find him on that defensive
Well, he forces offenses, Leon, to say, okay, where is he?
Yeah.
Do they have anybody in that defense right now where other people say, where is he?
No, not right now.
No. He's relentless. Wherever you put him. And he's the type of guy where you move and maneuver him and you find the weak link and you expose it.
Yeah. And I want Trayvon Walker, all of Duval wants to see that out of the former number 1 overall pick, where he can just wreak havoc. He can either bull rush you, overpower you strength-wise, or outmaneuver you with his moves. And right now, he just doesn't have all that.
Not pass
rush
wise.
seem.
Yeah, pass rush wise. I mean, run block. I mean,
he's sturdy.
He's sturdy in the run game. Absolutely sturdy in the run game. But you can't be first overall just stopping the run. You got to be effective. You got to affect the passer as well.
Yeah. And so that's where this team is. And it does go back to, I would love to have seen Josh Hines-Allen have, after dropping weight, the type of season you wanted to see from him. You were forecasting for him. Similar to what he did when he got the deal, the 17.5 sack season. That's the type of stuff that you want to see from your number 1 pass rusher. And so you ask a very simple question. Do you have that guy that defense or offenses have to account for and do the things that Leon's describing?
No. Well, listen, I was told when you get the bag, you can't be average.
Yeah.
You can't be average. And pressures are, what did I say pressures are? Wind chill factor.
Yeah.
That's what
I
pressure.
love that so much.
It is.
So funny. Wind chill factor.
Wind chill factor. That's all that is. That's all pressures are.
All right. I want to work in just one little piece of college here with the ukulele, if you don't mind, because this is totally off the board, but I just got to get to it.
Perfecto!
The beautiful sounds of that ukulele. It's soothing, people, especially during the off season. You're jonesing. Talk a little more Jaguar football. See a little more Jaguar football, or whatever the big sport that you root for. You can sit back and chill for a minute. We go from the Atlantic to the Pacific, with a delicious Mexican lager served up in Baja and imported by surfers for those who live life. Anchors up. The Gators right now cruising along in college basketball. And you got a guy right now that is just really balling his fanny off. And it kind of caught me a little bit. And this is a dead giveaway, but I'm just going to go ahead and get you guys to guess it because it blows my mind. Only D1 player, men or women, the NBA or the WNBA, to have at least 80 rebounds in 120 or fewer minutes over any 5-game span this century.
Chinielu. It's got to be Chinielu.
Yeah, it is. It's like, is that not unbelievable? Now, I just
he's going to make somebody's roster, man. I'm telling you, he is.
It kind of blows my mind, and this is OptaStats to put it out. And I'm thinking, how do they 120 or fewer minutes over a 5-game span? NBA, WNBA, D1, men or women's.
He's a good on-the-ball defender too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's speaking of, by the way, of Florida and basketball.
Oh, let's get to that in here real quick
JJ.
as well. All right, okay.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
This is actually big news in college basketball world.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember last year, Florida got to the Final Four by beating Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
JT Toppin, who might be the best player in the country, or one of the best, certainly one of the 3 or 4 best,
right?
Tore his ACL. He fell 2 nights ago. They didn't know. All they said was lower leg. Clearly, it was his knee. All they were saying was, which is what everybody does now. It's lower body or lower leg. Yeah, just announced that he season-ending knee injury.
Yeah, season-ending, man. That just stinks for him. And
was he an NBA prospect?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the top of
good player
tree, right?
He's related to Obi.
I don't
think he is.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know. I see it and I think it.
You say it.
especially when he plays the same sport. But Obi was awesome.
Obi was really
yeah. And so
he's not related to Obi.
Yeah. So the MRI.
Or his brother Jacob Toppin.
Okay.
Or any other Toppin for that matter. How about that?
So the
Did
MRI.
you happen to see the guy last night who's playing for Kansas State, who's supposed to be the #1 pick? Peterson or
he's got that crazy
for Kansas.
Yeah, for Kansas. Sorry, sorry.
Darren Peterson.
Yes,
Yeah.
he took himself out of the game.
Dude, he's been doing it all season.
But listen, he hits the. I saw it like on video for the first time though. He hits a 3, immediately turns to the bench. Bill Self standing right behind him and just motions like, "All right, I'm done here. Get me out of here." And so they'll say like, "Oh, he was cramping."
Yeah, load.
But no, he just wants.
Dude, he's been doing it all season long.
Load management, okay. And you know what this is?
He's got an agent in his head right now saying, "Don't get hurt."
Yeah.
He's basically the presumed #1 pick, like JJ just said, and this cat is in and out of big ball. And Bill Self, if you heard a 40-second soundbite that never really said what he wanted to say,
oh, I'm sure
he did it last night.
It's sad seeing a guy as accomplished as Bill Self letting an 18-year-old control his whole team.
What happens when you cheat, man?
Yeah,
it all comes back to you.
That's crazy, bro.
It is.
I wouldn't play him.
Then there should be plenty that it's
But you
coming
gotta
back
play
on
him
him in
because
the
he's the
world
best-
of college basketball.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess you got to play him because then you don't want other big time recruits to. Yeah, exactly.
And Leon, just imagine.
But now you're setting the precedent.
They're
now.
between a rock and a hard place. As they
Now
say.
you're setting the precedence for top players to say, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna shoot a couple of
At
jumpers."
Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, at Kansas, I'm gonna shoot a couple of
The
jumpers.
NBA is
and then I'm
seeping
gonna sit
into
down.
college.
I can't imagine any other college coach going, "Yeah, okay, well, I'll let you hang around to shoot a couple threes for us."
You can't imagine any other college coach doing that. I could
to shoot a
probably
couple
imagine
threes a
100 of them.
season.
Yeah,
They just beat. Who did they beat?
He scored 20 points in the first
Kansas
half.
just beat
bro.
Arizona. I think they just beat without him.
I know, but
Yeah,
he.
And you just said that no one else would do it. They would do it.
Yeah, they
I
would.
don't think so, man.
Yeah, they
I
would do it.
think, I think coaches are getting really annoyed by this.
Ask
whole
whoever's at UNF or JU right
Well,
now.
they would, yes. I mean, come on.
But
Don't be ridiculous.
Ask Mick Cronin if he'd do it right now at UCLA. Hell yes, he would. Let's do.
Mick Cronin would never do it.
Right now.
Mick Cronin might be the most old school coach ever right now.
Yeah, you do more. You sell your soul in a number of ways when you can't win.
Right.
And that's basically where they are. As Steve Spurrier told Dabo, you're worried about rules. There ain't no rules, man. You need to figure it out. All right, real quick before when we come back, Leon's locker room has got to deal with the idea of a load management player in your locker room. We'll do that coming up.
XL Primetime, driven by Big #1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler, bold flavor done right.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infinity, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infinity comes with the Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infinity from Atlantic Infinity. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Fred Taylor. If you've been in an auto accident, you need a team who knows how to get you back on your feet and back to your life. At North Florida Medical Center, they don't just treat the injury, they treat the whole person, from physical therapy to pain management. North Florida Medical Center has a team of experts ready to help you heal and recover. I trust the team here at North Florida Medical Center, and you can too. So don't wait. Call North Florida Medical Center and get the care you deserve.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and if you think Closets by Design is just closets, you've got to see their brand new showroom at Phillips and Emerson. It's amazing what they can do. See for yourself how they custom design organization for any space. Garages, laundry rooms, bedrooms, even the man cave. It's all about smart storage that fits your lifestyle and budget. Schedule an appointment to meet with a design consultant and tour the showroom for ideas you can see and touch. Start at closetsbydesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Searcy. Served up by Wingstop.
All right, Wingstop is now open to 1 a.m.
Woo!
Get those hot, crispy wings until 1 a.m. Little late night, you know.
Cravings can come at any hour, man.
Feeling lunchy. It'll be open at 1. Go check them out. All right, I'm listening. Y'all was talking about these players now, 18-year-olds load managing in college. Yeah. I can't even imagine that, bro. That is
presumptive
crazy.
number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's agents in his ear telling them not to get hurt or whatever. But I never thought they'd come to the point where an agent is probably telling the kid that, listen, don't play the whole game now. Tell coach to get you up out of there because, you know, we got NBA money waiting for us. What his team? He must have. Listen, he must have young teammates on this thing. There's no way there's any seasoned vets on that squad to where they could tolerate that kind of foolishness. That's foolishness.
Okay, so if your locker room, all right, and this is so hard era to era, but just imagine a sap say makes him a big play, and then just says, "I'm done."
Yeah,
puts the
see,
helmet
that
down.
couldn't have happened back then.
Ain't going back.
My era, because we would have leaped on them.
Yeah.
See,
I also don't think
know,
it would happen in football.
No,
Probably not.
It
Just
probably
in
didn't happen in
general.
football. No,
No.
no. It's too many. You got too many players.
Here's I could see guys sitting out games.
Yeah.
Like at the, we see it in bowl games all the time.
He's
but like
sitting out games right
literally
now,
taking
mid-season.
plays off.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude, he's sitting out games for them, not
Well-
just plays. Here's my problem with it is he's first off, he's really good. Like really good.
Mhm.
So why
Yeah.
wouldn't he want to win a national title at Kansas?
That goes back to another thing.
Well, he might be like, hey, when the tournament comes around, I'm really gonna bust my ass.
I'll ball.
Yeah,
I'll ball.
But I mean, I'm sure you got NIL money. I mean, he's got money.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like if you're only going to be there a year, I'd be showcasing everything.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
watched him play?
No.
Dude, when he plays in the tournament, you're gonna go, my God, this dude's good.
Yeah.
But my point is, if he better be good in the NBA, they'll eat him alive, man.
Well, look no
He
further
is-
than
he
Well,
doesn't-
the
if he
NBA is
doesn't produce,
full
they
of
will eat
guys
him
like
alive.
him. Like the
Yes.
NBA is nothing but entitled guys who
Yes.
sit out games.
look no further than Zion. Look at his career.
So I would say his is injuries, though.
I know, but still,
He-
it was
he-
such a enigmatic.
and he never lost the weight.
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
He never
But
took
he
it
also-
seriously.
Yeah.
He also played college, and he played every game.
Yeah.
He took it
Yeah,
seriously.
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say Zion was like unmotivated on the court, but he wasn't professional off the court.
and it just did not
which
go
it
well.
affected his on the court.
Right,
Like, and I guess maybe my
He's
main
too
message
big.
there,
He never got in shape, and then
Yeah.
he always got hurt
Right.
because of it.
like the main message there is that you thought he was going to take the
Oh yeah.
the association by storm. You really did. All right, let's do a magic trick inside the 1010XL studios.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, the gentleman that
Look how nice he is.
Matt Hayes is, Taylor Dahl is jumping in as we get ready for helmets and heels, and we're down a chair.
Yeah, I don't
she's
know
a
what happened
girl.
to. Somebody stole it.
And you might have had like a microphone before that you could raise up.
Yeah, now I can't. I
Yeah,
just had to bend over, which
Yeah,
was
you had to get down there. All right, there's another one.
Yeah, look at
a little
JJ to
short
the
knocker
rescue.
chair right there.
Yeah,
little
that's
short
fine.
knocker.
We'll pull it around.
Excellent
It's
work.
fine.
All right. So in honor of short chairs, what's coming up on Helmets and Heels?
So we have one guest, Dave Kluge, coming on. He's part of Football Guys. So kind of his main focus is on the fantasy football world. But because he's so engulfed in dynasty fantasy football, he is very also a part of mock drafts and kind of all of these rookie guys that are coming up. So we're going to have a conversation with him on some of that. You know, the running backs, that's going to be a big conversation. The strengths and weaknesses of this draft, that part of things. But also just get into the Jags perspective in general and the value of the players that are on this roster right now and what that looks like in the world of football, but also in the fantasy football world. He also had some interesting thoughts on the Travis Hunter playing corner majority this season, and so we'll get into some of.
Well,
that
what
stuff
about
too.
Soldier Field?
Yeah, it's kind of
What's
crazy.
going on?
I don't think anybody knows what's going
No.
on
Is it
now.
Gary, Indiana now?
No, it's going to be Hammond, is what they said. Hammond.
The Gary Bears.
Yeah, the Hammond, Indiana is where like they have looked now for a site, which my mom, uncle, and aunt all went to Hammond High School. My family lives like 10 minutes out of
Nice.
Hammond, so it's kind of
Wow.
nice for them. But now the mayor just came out and he's pissed that they said this because he was like, I can't believe you'd come out and put this statement out without talking about the advancement we've made about Illinois.
Right.
So it's
And the governor's
a
all
mess
fired
right
up,
now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bears.
It's crazy. Duh, Bears.
Yeah. Thank you, Taylor.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
We will be listening. Helmets and Heels
See what
coming
happens
up.
when the Hoosiers win a national championship? Indiana gets all
Gets
uppity,
everything.
man.
Look,
I joked. I was like, I kind of joked about it, and I was like, Bears finally get a quarterback in all the states because Iowa was trying to get in on it for a minute. I was
They
like, all of
all-
a sudden, all the states want the Bears.
Between the Chiefs and the Bears, we're talking about two heritage teams, and neighboring states are trying to poach them.
Steal 'em.
Who knows what will happen? All right, we are done. Rebound Rehab. We say thanks to them. You can definitely check them out all over the First Coast, 12 locations. We appreciate them. Big Sirs, Maddie, Josie, and JJ.
XL